What's up, YouTube? So today I got the DIY helmet video that you guys have been asking for. I got a lot of interest of it in the comments and stuff. So finally got a helmet wrap, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. First, you just want to disassemble the helmet, take any bolts out, take any visors and stuff like that off. And this helmet today, we're gonna be doing it in 3 pieces. This is the most friendliest way to wrap it. Trying to wrap a helmet in 1 piece is just insane. 2 pieces is kind of crazy, but 3 pieces, I think pretty much everyone can manage that. Typically, most clients are going to bring you their helmet whenever they want their bike wrap and helmet wrapped, but sometimes they just get a helmet for a discounted price and it doesn't match their bike, so they're going to bring it to you to get it wrapped. You're not always going to have somebody at the shop to help you wrap the helmet, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the friendliest way to do that. First, you're going to need a razor. You're going to need this knifeless tape. You kind of want to go with design line. That's going to be the easiest one to use. You want to ride the body line, and you want to put the inlay pieces down first so that the cap off pieces are facing downward so no rain and stuff gets in them. So you just want to use a knifeless across the back of the helmet and kind of ride this body line so it gets hidden. As you saw earlier, it has a little clear piece that goes across the back. So we're going to put the knifeless right where that clear piece was. And then our overlay is going to go right over top of that, and it's going to be hidden by that clear piece. Next, you just want to go ahead and get that piece laid down on the back however you can manage. I got mine sitting up on a tripod, giving it a little tension to stretch across and lay down. It's kind of hard to have it in your lap, although that's how I used to wrap it. I just squeezed it with my thighs and kind of figured it out, but now it's kind of easier just to throw it on a stand. If you can find a stand that doesn't swivel like mine's, then it'll be a little bit easier, but you just want to glass it the best you can across the back. And once you get that area laid, then you're going to go ahead and pull that knifeless tape. Small tip whenever you're pulling knifeless tape is you want to make sure when you pull that second green piece that you're kind of lifting up the wrap, getting a nice post heat, so you know that you didn't overstretch in any direction. If it starts to peel and wrinkle up real bad, then you know you might have overstretched it. So you want to relay that piece. Make sure you got any excess wrap out of the way, so when you go to pull that knifeless, it's going to be an easy cut through. Also, you're going to want to get rid of that extra wrap so you could peel it up a little bit and get it tucked all the way around the edges. I'm using my green tucking tool, so that's been the easiest thing for me when I cut off the excess and just tuck it down. My tucking tool, it goes on all my tucking tools, all my squeegees. I know I got a lot of them, but this green tucking tool is the one that works the best for me. It doesn't puncture through the wrap like the harder tucking tools. So you just want to lift those edges a little bit and then ride your tucking tool into the crack. And once you get everything laid down along the crack, then you could go back and give it another little post heat and then start to trim that excess off. Once you got all the excess trimmed off, you want to make sure that your blade is still sharp, especially if your customer asked you to go ahead and cut out the labels on the back. Sometimes they need that DOT sticker or whatever they want. Sometimes, you know, they got the AGU sticker that they want showing through the wrap. You want to go ahead and have a sharp blade so you're not scoring the helmet. Blade pressure is everything, and if your blade is dull, then you press harder and you're going to score the helmet. But if the blade is sharper, then you could just glide across the helmet. Also, if it's sharp, it helps with picking up those pieces after you cut it. So just make sure you got a sharp blade. You could clip it off with some pliers. There's a little piece on the back of the blade that lets you pop off the top piece of the blade that's dull. I still like to use the side of my blade to lift up the wrap, and then I go back and I tuck it with my after giving it a nice post heat. So that's something you could do just to relieve that tension, to make sure whenever you cut that you're not going to have like a sliver of yellow or something like that showing. You just want to make sure everything's not forced in and everything's tucked properly. So next, we're going to go ahead and lay our next set of knifeless. So this next piece is going to be wrapped from one side of the helmet all the way across to the other side of the helmet. The middle is going to be a carbon fiber stripe. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay my 2 pieces for the middle. And this is going to serve as the cutoff point that I'm going to lay my carbon fiber stripe. So you got the 1 piece on the back. You got the 1 piece going all the way across the front. So the front basically is seamless. And then the stripe just looks like it goes. And then you have the one noticeable inlay that's going to be on the back, but no one really cares about the back. And then also this customer has that clear piece that's going to cover up 90% of the inlay on the back. So it's all about hiding it as well as you can. And I mean, that's pretty much all you could do. Whenever you're laying this knifeless tape, you just want to make sure the top of your green tape is at the top of the wrap, leaving you just a little bit of space to go ahead and rip that wrap. And it's going to be a nice little overlay, and it's not going to show any paint. If at any point you go back and you check over your knifeless tape and you could see that your line isn't quite in the middle, or you could see that it's laying on top of, for instance, for this is a yellow helmet, if you could see that little string laying on top of the yellow, then that's going to show through the wrap. So you just want to go back and make sure all that's laid properly. And also, just after you lay this knifeless, just make sure to press it down really hard with your thumb, because sometimes when you ripping that knifeless, it'll run on you. And then for me, this is the easiest way for me to do it. I have a bumper pole. I wrap the wrap around that bumper pole, and then I grab the helmet with my left hand and I rotate it as I heat the helmet. And it's kind of like the mirror wraps or the door handle wraps, where you just kind of rock it in motion into the wrap. Well, this is the same thing. I'm just using a bumper pole. I mean, my toolbox is heavy, so I got it locked in by my toolbox, and I'm just rotating the helmet, heating at the same time, and it's just killing all the wrinkles. You might get 1 or 2 wrinkles, but you could just get under there and pop it up a little bit and get it taken care of. Believe me, the other way, like most people probably do it, they probably got it in their laps trying to get it space by space, and they're leaving glue lines and stuff like that. But this is just a way to do it and leave no glue lines. So then you just want to go ahead and cut out all your excess, tuck everything in where it needs to be tucked, hiding all the paint, just the usual stuff. And after you get all that cut it and tucked and all that, then you can go ahead and lay your third piece, which is going to be, for us, the carbon fiber. So we're just going ahead and running the knifeless through those 2 sides right there and pulling the carbon out. And then after that, that's pretty much it. I mean, you got your back piece, you got your 1 piece that went all the way from side to side, and then you got your last overlay, which is the carbon stripe. It's gonna come down to where the back piece is. If you want to, you could run it all the way down. I mean, it's just all up to what the customer wants, but this customer just wanted it on the top, and that's how you do it. That's pretty much it. Here's the end result. Got the sticker showing, got the carbon stripe. It's all wrapped in satin. Now he can match his bike. And for anybody willing to give this a go, just go for it. Wrap is cheap. You're normally using straps, so good luck.